Hi there. With the rising cost of living, it is more important than ever before to get paid what you're worth, especially when you're already working very hard. So in today's video, I'm going to explain why now is the best time to renegotiate your salary or quit. Because although you might be worried about your job security and then you settle for your current salary, employers are actually more concerned about retaining good talent, and they're willing to spend bank because they know that the market is strongly in favor of employees, especially those who are tech savvy. And that's why we're seeing the strong war for talent in the tech industry. And it's not just tech. In fact, economists across the board are calling this era the Great Renegotiation, which is a big change from the Great Resignation that people were harping on about months ago. So if your company is not willing to pay you the money you deserve, this video is going to increase your market awareness and give you the confidence to walk away from your job knowing that you can easily land another offer. But before I dive into that, welcome back to my channel if you're a subscriber. And if you're new here and you never ever want to settle for less or get lowballed in your career, please hit that subscribe button, like this video, and also hit that notification bell right now. My name is Dels, I'm a lawyer, I'm a techie, and I'm a career strategist who's all about helping ambitious high achievers to build successful careers that make them feel happy and fulfilled, because we're not just here on this earth to work. So on the topic of fulfillment, it's super hard to feel fulfilled when you are overworked and underpaid. One of the biggest reasons why now is the best time to change that and ask for a raise is that attrition rates are super high. I think I saw somewhere that the tech industry, it's around 13.2% compared to the industry average of around 10.5%. This means that people are quitting their jobs left, right, and center, and then those who are left behind are typically taking on more responsibilities and being shortchanged because their salary is not keeping up. In the past, I know many of us, especially those from minority backgrounds, we're often afraid to ask for a raise because we don't want to be seen as greedy or ungrateful, and scratch that. You can't do that anymore. Outside is expensive, inflation is high, and you really need to look out for yourself and your future. The second reason why you need to renegotiate your salary is that what was typically a great salary at the time that you joined your company or got your last promotion is now not the same. So inflation in the UK, for example, is currently around 9%, which means that everything is getting more and more expensive while your salary has fallen in real terms. Okay, let's take the tech industry as an example. Total compensation across the board has dropped. The value of stocks has fallen. You've seen that from my other videos and so many people on YouTube and in the news. So if you were relying on your shares vesting and making a huge profit and cashing out, right now you might have to hold on for a little bit longer because things are just so volatile. And this is why I make sure that my clients focus on securing roles that give them a higher base salary and sign-on bonus instead of getting caught up by high RSUs that are losing value or so unpredictable. And what we've also found is that they are actually getting more than the staff who are on the teams that they're joining who have been at the companies for a while. And I'm kind of like, because it's not right. But at this point, everybody knows that it's much harder to negotiate a raise when you're on the job and you've been working there for a while than to just ask for a higher salary upfront when you join. And this is because as a sitting employee, your rates are typically locked to a performance review cycle. So perhaps you get a pay rise every 6 months when you've had your performance review. But the state of the market right now means that you can ask for an off-cycle raise if you can justify your ask. If you can show that you're taking on more work outside the scope of your role, it's super easy, I say that with the caveat, to really speak to your manager and say, look, people have left the team, I've been covering for them, and my salary really needs to match. Of course, you need to say it much nicer than that, but all I'm saying is don't be afraid to ask for a raise. And if you don't get one, look for another job, because the Great Resignation and the war for talent across the board, and not just in tech, I have to reiterate this, has made employers much more open to negotiating salaries. So you really might be surprised at how much you can get. I mean, I'm currently personally in the middle of an international transition and I'm negotiating and I'm just like, oof. I've already accepted, but I'm still negotiating because I know that I can get more. And I feel like that's what this channel is about. You know, we're dealing with corporations and we have to look out for ourselves, our families. It's not about being greedy. It's just like companies are remaining profitable, which is fine, but our buying power as employees is going down. So you really need to go and ask for what it is that you deserve. I cannot stress this enough. As we're seeing it, the cost of living is only going to go up at least for a while. And if you're not happy with what what you're earning, now is really the best time for you to look at things objectively and either renegotiate or start looking for a new job. And I know that can be super daunting, especially with all of the doom and gloom news out there. But if you are super strategic about this, it's absolutely possible for you to secure an offer while you're in your current job. I mean, that's a big focus of the live workshop series that I'm hosting in a few days called the Career Transformation Weekend. So I've talked about this in a few videos now, but click the link in the description to check it out. But we're basically going to break down how to make big career moves in the current economy without risking your job security or your finances. And your ideal situation, if you're being underpaid, is to secure a great new offer while you already have a job. And this works well in two ways. First, if you hate your job, it allows you to start fresh with a company that values you doing work that's hopefully exciting. And two, if you actually like your job but you're unwilling to settle for less and you know that you're happy to walk away, you can use this new offer as leverage to secure the raise or promotion that you want. In short, as I always say, you are the CEO of the company of you. Never ever ever sell yourself short. Don't always put your head down. You have to trust in yourself, because look, the recession is tough and it's going to be difficult for a lot of us, but it's really important for you to realize that you have more power than you actually know. You may doubt it, but the best employers, they know this. And as I mentioned earlier, they're calling it the Great Renegotiation for a reason. They're working harder and harder to attract high achievers like you, because they know that people have more options. So if you can really say to yourself that you are ambitious, you're talented, you're willing to learn, you're willing to upskill if you need to, I want you to explore those options. Don't be afraid to take ownership of the course of your career and ask for what you deserve, but don't go asking for money if you have nothing to back it up. So if you no longer enjoy your role or you feel like you want a new challenge, again, now is the best times to switch things up, because there are so many excellent opportunities, but it is important for you to have a strategy to make sure that you're making your career shift strategically and safely. So during the Career Transformation Weekend, I'm going to be sharing what we've been doing over the past few months, and also for myself, to help our clients make these highly paid and secure career shifts, so that you can do the same if you feel like you're being underpaid or you're just like done. You're generally unhappy with your job and you want to know how to make a big move. So click the link below this video to register, and I'm looking forward to masterminding your career with you live. In the meantime, if you want more general career pep talk and tips, I've talked about negotiation before and so many other things. Check out the other videos on screen, and I'll see you in my next video. Toodles!